Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be installing some illuminated side sill covers for our 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper. These side sills were sent to us from our friends over at Hansshow, so let's jump right into an unboxing. All right, so let's take a look at what we have inside this box. So we have the instructions for installation. We have some extra adhesive pads as well as some extra magnets. We have an installation kit that will help us install our side sills. Looks like we have some extra lithium batteries, so those little lithium button batteries in case we need them. And then now we actually have the side sills themselves. So this one looks like one of the ones for the rear. Here's the other side. And then these guys look like the ones for the front, these long ones right there. So it looks really nice. There is some protective plastic on it, which is why it looks the way it does. But once we go ahead and install it, then we will remove all of that plastic covering. So let's go ahead and get to the install. All right, so we're gonna start with the front side sill installation first because I think this is the easier of the two, since this side sill basically just covers up the existing OEM side sill. You can see here on the back, this is where your two batteries lie. So if you do need to change it, I think it'll be pretty easy to pop off just because it's held on by just two adhesive pads right here. So if you do need to change that battery, you can go ahead and pop it off, change the battery, and then put those covers back on for that battery. So I think it's supposed to last about 3 years depending on how much usage you get out of it. Obviously I think the front driver door probably you're gonna have to replace sooner compared to like your other doors on the car, just because the driver door is probably gonna be open and closed the most often. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is first I've cleaned off the existing side sill just to make sure that the surface is clean so that the adhesive pads can stick there really well. I'll go ahead and remove the adhesive pad, or the backing of the adhesive pad here. Just like that. And then all I will do is just go ahead and line up the side sill to the existing one and then press down on the sides just like that. So hold it down for a couple of seconds, and that seems to be on there pretty well. All right, just like that. All right, next up on the installation list is going to be now to install the magnet that will activate the sensor for your illuminated sills. So you want to grab these little rings out of your installation kit that comes with the box. You're going to take one of these rings and you're going to place it sticky side up on that little marker on your side sill. So sticky side up. Once you have it sticky side up, you're going to go ahead and shut the door, leave it closed for a couple of seconds, and then when you open it up, that sticky pad should now be on the underside of your door. So if you go underneath our door, you'll see where that sticky pad is located. So our installation magnet, or the little magnet, we are going to stick in that hole, so that way when we open and close the door, it will activate our illuminated side sills. All right, now that we have the installation marker on our door, we can go ahead and remove the little magnet that is on the side sill. And we'll remove the little adhesive backing there, and we'll place this magnet into the middle of that template that we have on our door. And that is what will activate our illuminated side sills. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so as you can see, I put the magnet inside of the little installation ring, and then now I'll go ahead and remove the ring. And so now when we close our door, those illuminated side sills should illuminate when we open and close our door. So let's take a look. All right, so let's see what happens when we open up our door. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the side sill is illuminated. So we'll get a better shot of this at nighttime. All right, so installation of the rear side sills is a little bit more difficult than the front just because you don't have an OEM side sill in the back that you can place your new covers over. So for the rear, we're just gonna kind of have to like kind of go by just kind of like the naked eye to see where it fits. So I can kind of see here, it sits pretty flush, like right about here. So the end of the side sill here kind of comes to where the seam of the gasket kind of comes together right here. It's about a centimeter, about half a centimeter away from the edge of the car right here. So that's kind of where it lays the most flat. So I've cleaned the surface. We'll go ahead and remove the adhesive backings and then get that side sill to adhere down to the car. So let's take a look. All right, so now that we have the rear side sill adhered down to the car, we'll go ahead and use that same process that we did in the front by using that little installation ring to find out where that magnet is going to sit on the underside of the door panel. So we'll go ahead and do that now. All right, so we'll take our little adhesive ring, put the ring on the installation marker on the car, make sure to put it adhesive side up. Then we'll go ahead and close the door for a couple of seconds. Open it back up. And then now we can see the ring again is on the underside of the door. So that is where we are going to put that little magnet. All right, so we've installed the magnet on the underside of the door and removed that little adhesive ring. So now when we close the door and open, you can see that the Model Y is illuminated. So perfect. So we will repeat this process on the other side of the car, and then we will be done. All right, now we have all 4 of our illuminated side sills installed. You can see it there, and then lastly right there. Now we can do the best part, which is taking off the protective cover on all of your side sills. So, looks great. Let's cue that cinematic B-roll nighttime footage. All right, so that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the installation of the illuminated side sill covers from Hansshow. As always, I will link the product in the description box below. So if you guys want to purchase these for your Model Y, you'll know where to go. I'll also link their coupon code. So if you want to purchase anything from their store, you can also get a discount using my coupon code at OurFirstEV. So as always, please comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoyed the content and you want to follow along the build out of our Model Y and kind of how we live with it day to day. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.